We were halfway through this Sampattaucha Vipattaucha Mahatam Ekarupata. In this, I wanted to just clarify that in the text it says Manamsi. So Apatsu Prayaha Sarvesham Manamsi Vikaram Apadyante Eva. So during difficult times, everybody's minds get prapnuvanti ityeva. So that part was correct. It's just that this manamsi, manasi threw me off a little. So when you change it to manamsi, then it works out fine. Okay. I think we stopped with, we have to start Harishchandra's katha. Evam sampattaucha vipattaucha from here. So someone wants to start today?
From the next paragraph, we finish the Evam Sampatto.
Okay. Somebody who hasn't read?
I'll read
yes.
it. I have
Yes,
read
sir.
Okay. Harishchandrah nama dharmikah satyashilah raja asit. So there was a king who was given to truth and who was very just by the name of Harishchandra. Sampattau
given to the dharmikaha, one who was following dharma, and satyashilaha, one who had satyam, speaking the truth as a character.
Yes. Sampattau api eshaha na eva
I'm correcting as I do this, so I need to look at the text also.
Amadyata. Na eva amadyata.
அதெல்லாம் இல்ல. அப்படி வராது. நைவ அமாத்யத.
Amadyata.
Madhyate, he was never intoxicated or he was never confused.
Madhaharshe.
Yes.
So
Madhaharshe is good. So Sampatto api eshaha naiva amadyata. He did not feel happy. Sukham na anubhavati, right? Anubhavati.
Correct. Okay, Madh becomes Madha. Nicha eppadi varum? How did
Madhyate தானே அது தாத்து எப்படி தெரியல பார்க்கணும்.
Okay. Madha harsha. Okay. Harsha glepanayoho, to enjoy, to be happy. Madati. Madhyati வந்து நிச் மாதிரி இருக்கு.
இல்லையே மாத்யத்தே வரும் இல்லையா? So
மாத் எங்க இருக்கு?
I will try to get that 1 minute.
Oh, Madhyati. Okay, fine. Divadi Gane. Okay. So Madhi Harshe. So it's Divadi. His body is also there, but I think he's taking the Divadi version here. Okay. Okay. So Divadi, but we get Dirga there. Okay. So how did we get Dirga? Divadi Byoshan. Okay. Shamam Ashtanam Dirga Hashyani. Okay, got it. Okay. So na eva amadyata. Okay, so it is a atmanipada rupam, but no, it
is a bhave prayoga in the sense of he did not even feel happiness. Okay, so
it's a bhave
tena naiva amadyata.
So
Sampatto, but eshaha is a question here, which means we would okay, hold on. So since this is parasmay pada, I will put it as amadyat. Okay.
Sampatto api eshaha na eva amadyat. So he did not even in great wealth, even having great wealth, this king did not intoxicate, did not
feel happy,
did not feel extremely,
did not feel overjoyed and exhilarated about it.
Did not feel overjoyed. I think that's great. Did not feel overjoyed. So he did not cross the limits just because he was wealthy. He did not become too. Mother can also be harshe, right? Like, I mean, it can also mean pride, right? Glepanena enna harshe glepan.
Adu venda. It's harsha is fine. He was samachittata is what we are trying to go at. So
Okay.
continue. Na kadapi.
Okay, fine. So na kadapi satyat dharmat cha atikrantam tasya chittam. So tasya chittam, his mind, na kadapi, never atikrantam abhavat. It never crossed the limit. Did not cross, did not do ullanganam, did not violate, the rules of
Satya
dharma
or
and
dharma.
satya. Did not violate satya or dharma. So satyat atikrantam na abhavat iti. So that's what. So okay. Vishwamitraha rajarshehe asya okay, rajarshehe idukondadu.
Rajarshehe Harishchandrasya
Oh,
asya.
Harishandrasya. Oh, okay. Vishwamitraha rajarshehe asya satyanishtham vishlathaitum bahudha prayatata. So Vishwamitraha prayatata. So Vishwamitra tried bahudha, a lot. So yatadatu
In many ways.
in many ways, tried in many ways. Yatadatu upasarga, and then ayatata. So yatate would be in lat and ayatata in lung. So prayatata, he tried in many ways. Vishwamitra tried in many ways. To what? Rajarishehe asya satyanishtam vishlatayitum. The so the shlatadatu, vishlata, to weaken.
To weaken, yeah.
So to weaken, he tried in many ways to weaken the Satyanishta, the abidance in truth of this Rajarishi. So the Rajarishi refers to Harishchandra. So Vishwamitra tried a lot to to make him fall from his abidance in Dharma, in Satya. Prathamataha yenam rajyat nishkasayamasa. So firstly, Vishwamitra is the karta here. Vishwamitra made this king, this Rajarshi, Harishchandra, Nishkasayamasa. He exiled him. He caused him to be exiled. Nishkasayamasa.
He removed him from the Rajyam.
He caused him to be exiled, to be removed from the Rajyam, to be exiled from the kingdom. So this is the kas dhatu, to shine, nishkasa, to exile, nishkasaya, nich prayoga, or churadigana, and lit lakara, you have the asa, nishkasayam asa in lit lakara. So enam nishkasayam asa. Then sabharya putrasya asya bahula ayasaprayam. Okay, bahula ayasaprayam vanavasam vidadhau. So vidadhau is the dha dhatu, mahaprana dha. So vidadhau, he gave akarot. So Vishwamitra akarot. Kim akarot? Vishwamitra caused vanavasam. He caused vanavasam. For whom sabharya putrasya, of this king Harishchandra, along with his wife and son. Bahulayasa prayam. After bahulayasa prayam.
No, so this is an adjective to vanavasa. The living vanavasam, which was mostly filled with different kinds of many ayasa, many hardships. So bahula ayasa prayam vanavasam vidadau. So he gave him, or he caused him to, he made him go to vanavasam, which is full of lot of hardships, along with his wife and son. Atra niraharasthitim api kalpayamasa. There, during the period of vanavasam, kalpayamasa, he caused, Vishwamitra caused the state of niraharasthiti. That's to say, hunger, tormented. So he caused them to experience a state of not getting food, niraharasthiti. Right? Bharya putraucha vikrapayamasa. What is the dhatu here? He made him sell his wife and son.
Oh, vikrapa. Okay.
Vikrinati, vikrapayati.
Krapayati. So this is the pukta agama, or the pa which comes in. So it's a nich prayoga. So kri dhatu, but with nich, vikrapayamasa. He caused him to sell the bharya putra. So bharya putra is in dvitiya dvivachanam here. So Vishwamitra Harishchandram bharya putrau vikrapayamasa, I think.
Harishchandrena Because Krinati doesn't come in Gati Buddhi Pratyavasana or anything.
So you have to put it in Tritiya. So since it doesn't come in that list, so the default is the Tritiya, no? So Vishwamitraha Harishchandrena Bharyaputrau cha Vikrapayamasa. So he made big Vishwamitra. This is the niche. He made Vishwamitra sell his wife and kid. Ante राज्ञः अपि तस्य पराधीनवृत्तिं नीचसेवां च kalpayam asa. So Antecha, in the end, he again caused of the king. For the king, he again caused tasya paradhina vrittim, in extremely pitiable state.
Adhina vritti is different from adhina vritti. So here, para adhina, being dependent on another person. Tadrisha vrittim kalpayamasa, jivikam kalpayamasa. So, dina vritti ityukte, or that would be pitiable state.
That would be alpaprana. This is mahaprana. Yes. So this is para adhina. So adhina would be the state of depending upon someone else, depending upon the para. Paradhina vritti, the state of depending upon someone else. Nicha sevam, and a very lowly job. So he caused him to do a lowly job that was dependent on somebody else.
That is, he made him become a
grave maintainer. Another. And in the graveyards, he's
burn pandrathuku. He was the
correct. He's the graveyard
burial worker.
Burial
Burial
not
burial in the cremate
graveyard. Cremation
undertaker.
Ama. And nama cremation undertaker, not the burial.
Yeah,
correct.
So Antecha means this is his final torture of Harishchandra. So Tatha api, even then, Ayam Raja, this king, Utasthaha iva, Avichalitah, Satyanishtaha, Adarshaprayaha, cha tasthav. Even then, Ayam Raja tasthav. Even then, this king stood firm, being and becoming a, what do you call it, becoming a paragon, Adarshaprayaha, becoming a paragon, being Satyanishtha, being still established in his truth, Avichalitah, unmovable, unshaken by all his difficulties. Kutastaha iva. Kutastaha is somebody who is very firmly established in their own heart, I think.
No, Kuta is more like in their own position, no? Immovable from whatever their position is.
Yeah. So very firm of mind, unshaken. So Kutastaha iva avichalitaha, unshaken as, not trembling as if a person who is Kutastha, Satyanishtaha, being established in his truth, Adarsha Prayaha, as if he's a paragon, is an example for the future generations. Adarsha Prayaha cha tasthav. Tasthav sthadatu litlakara prathama purusha ekavachanam. Tasthav tasthatuhu tastuhu. Atta ayam visheshaha. Here, this is the special thing that we noted. Vishwamitraha chet pariksham na karishyat. If Vishwamitra had not done this test, na akarishyat. Na akarishyat. So akarishyat would be, this is that special ring lakara.
Ring.
The anishpati, karya anishpatav, right?
If it had not been done, then it would not have happened.
So you have got the mixture of, it looks a little bit like towards the end like lung, but then you have the future, the siya coming in the middle. So,
conditional kind of.
Conditional.
Yes, conditional.
So if Vishwamitra had not done the pariksha, Vishwamitra chet pariksham na karishyat, tasya rajnyah vishuddha satya niratihi na udagamishyat. Then vishuddha satya niratihi na udagamishyat. Udgachati. What is the meaning of udgachati? Comes out.
Vyakti bhavishyati. Na bhavishyat.
Satya niratihi. Nama satya ratihi I can understand. What is satya niratihi? True dispassion. Okay, true dispassion. The true dispassion towards worldly objects.
Nitaram ratihi niratihi. So a strong or a complete attachment towards Satya.
Abdiya. Nirakta not attached. Two dispatches அப்படின்னு வருமா?
சத்யே நிரதிஹி சத்யே ரதிஹி மாதிரி. ரதிஹி is just that. நிரதிஹின்னு போடுறதுனால you take it as நிதராம்.
Fine. Okay.
இல்ல நிர்கதான்னு சொல்லணும்னா then it has to have நீரதிஹி. நிர் இல்லையா?
Okay, dirgha. Okay, fine.
This is ni. So ni.
Correct. Ni. Okay. Ni is enhancing the meaning of the. Okay, fine. As opposed to nir. Okay. Satya niratihi. Niratihi would mean the
strong
attachment. Great attachment into Satya. Satya nirat Vishuddha. His pure attachment to truth, na udagamishat, would not have come out.
Surfaced.
The pure attachment to the truth of the king would not have been evident. Na udagamishyat. If Vishwamitra had not done the test of the king, then the pure attachment to truth of the king would not have been evident. Na udagamishyat, would not have come out. Sa Raja loka prasiddham cha na abhajishyata.
Loka prasiddhim.
Loka prasiddhim. Then that king would not have attained bhajasevayam. Okay.
Bhajate. So abhajishyata. Atmanepadi lring.
Atmanepadi in lring again. We are still in the Atmanepadi lring. So it's good. He used parasmay so far. Now he's going to Atmane. Okay. Would not have attained na abhajishyata.
He would not have attained fame.
World-renowned fame. Okay, world-renowned fame. He would not have obtained. So we got verbs in ring here, which is very nice. Ataha apadaha api bhangyantarena apadaha api bhangyantarena mahantam upakarang kurvanti. So apadaha is bahuvachanam. Apada. So even difficulties, upakaram kurvanti, can cause help, cause good things.
A great help. Mahantam upakaram kurvanti.
Great help. Bhangyantarena, through a different method.
Anya bhangi, and so on. Bhangyantarena.
So bhangi antarena. What is the meaning of bhangi separately?
Bhangi nale different abdin artham. It's a.
How did we get it? Okay. Bhaj again, I think. Bhaj is coming again, I think. Bhaj, bhang. Okay, appuram paakalam.
Atmanaha.
Atmanaha uttama gunan bahumukham prakatikritya. Atmanaha uttama gunan bahumukham prakatikritya. Mahatim kirtim avahanti. So who is the karta here? Apadaha avahanti. So difficulties bring or bring out mahatim kirtim, great fame. How? Prakati kritya, by showing uttama gunan, the good qualities of the Atman, bahumukam, in its various facets. So bahumukam seems to be an adverb.
Kriya Visheshanam.
Kriya Visheshanam. Bahumukam
in different ways.
In different ways, showing in all different facets the various good qualities of the Atman. Difficulties by showing the various good qualities of the Atman in different ways.
Here you don't take it as Atma directly. Atma can mean the person. Here.
Of the self, yeah.
Of the person.
Okay, fine, of the person.
Because self nalu, it is the pure Atma that you are talking about. That is not what the Atmanaha tu gunaha na santi.
Oneself.
Oneself na onna potita.
Oneself.
Adu paravalla.
So it brings about great fame. As in the case of Harishchandra.
Yeah. Next.
Sampattaya. Okay, somebody else wants to do it?
Yeah. Panlame.
Bhangyantarena, I didn't understand. How do we...
So Bhangyantaram is actually a roundabout way of saying things, or in a more beautiful manner, instead of saying direct, in an indirect manner. So apadaha bhangyantarena mahantam upakaram kurvanti. So when we are faced by difficulties, we seem that it is no help for us. How can difficulties be a help to us? It is not actually a help in a direct way. So in an indirect manner, they actually test us. Then they kind of bring out the qualities that are lying within us. So usually in Sampath, it's fine. Everybody behaves in one manner. How a person behaves or the character of a person is revealed when he faces difficulties. That is when it actually brings out the person's character, inner inbuilt, whether he is of a good character or not, ityadikam. And it also shapes us. The difficulties that we go through shape us, and they are what we are today.
Yeah.
Right. So it actually helps us in a roundabout manner.
So how this bhangi is derived?
So bhangi is derived and all, I don't know. We have to look at some vyutpatti here.
I tried in the kosha, I didn't get any.
Okay. Bhangi.
Basically, the dhatu is bhanj, to break.
Bhajyate iti.
Bhajyate. So break kanna, like, the bhangi can also mean like a crooked path. When you break something, it becomes crooked. So in a crooked, indirect way, bhangi means indirect way, crooked path, a different, a bent way. So in the bhangyantarena, through a different...
You can look at the vyutpatti, but beyond that, there is a rudhyartha to bhangi which won't even satisfy all your vyutpattis. So the rudhyartha here, in this case, is in a roundabout manner. If you look at kavyam, when they say bhangi, it means beautiful. Vakrokti rupena tatra, in a very beautiful indirect manner, something is conveyed in kavyam. Then you say bhangya.
Yeah, I mean, the vyutpatti you could still attach it. Like if you break something or you bend something, which is the meaning of the dhatu banj, it becomes turned around. It becomes crooked. Vakra is the word.
The idea of break is it's not beautiful.
No, it's crooked. It
can be crooked, but it's not beautiful. But in kavyam, the meaning of bhangi is beautiful.
Agreed,
how can
agreed.
That's why I'm saying go to rudhi.
Okay. I get your perspective. But when you say something is indirect brings beauty naturally. Vyutpatti odamata neenga sari parvala.
Vyutpatti eppa pathalum pudichindrundhomna romba kashtam, because vyutpatti came later. Language came first. Meaning came first.
Okay, but even in dance, when you say bhangi, right, like that pose, that's actually
tribhanga.
Tribhanga, yeah.
Tribhanga, there is a movie Tribhanga also, right? So it's a very beautiful movie. So Tribhanga is a pose that Krishna adopts. It's the three cut. It's also supposed to be beautiful.
Correct. Because it's not straight. If it's straighten in, you won't have. But when the body is turned in, like, this way, that like a dancer put a pose, that's the bhanga that happens. And the Sagar Singha movie is a joke for me.
Lakriti.
Something like lakriti. Okay. So, someone wants to go? Shubhata, you want to?
I'll try.
Yeah.
Sampattayascha bahuvidha udarhyante. The good times, or what you say?
Luxuries are indicated in many ways.
In many ways, they can be like such. They can be put up or shown. Yeah. Yatha vidya vinaya viveka sampattihi shamadamadi guna sampattihi pashuputra dhanadi sampattihi ityadi. So they have given the examples what kind of sampattayah could be. So vidya vinaya viveka rup. Those kind of sampatti.
Vivekanam sampattihi. So vidyayaha vinayasya vivekasya cha sampattihi. So it's a wealth of knowledge, good discipline, and viveka is discriminating power.
So it is itaretara garbhita, maybe shashti tatpurush.
You can say vidyasya vinayasya vivekasya vidya vinaya vivekaha tesham sampattihi.
Tesham sampattihi. Shamadamadi guna sampattihi. Here also the same, the मनसः संयमः अपि च इंद्रियाणां संयमः शमदम iti also guna sampattihi. That is also a kind of virtue in wealth in the form of these virtues. And pashuputra dhanadi sampattihi. This is all these material things that we have in our life, like Guniputraha, Pashavaha, like cattle and all that. And then the wealth and these kind of sampatti ityadi. Sarvaha api
etaha
shreyah vidadhati.
Vidadhati. Dadhati, dadataha, dadhati.
Dadhati,
so this is plural.
Sarvaha api etaha shreyah vidadhati. Vidadhati, how do we translate here?
All of these give.
Yeah.
Okay. They are capable of giving us shreyas or benefit or some kind of a shreyas. How do you translate that?
Ultimate good is what I usually.
Good. Okay.
Ultimate good. Ultimate. So you should translate.
Material prosperity. Professor, actually he says that for prayers. So there are two things, Shreyas and prayers.
Yes.
So Shreyas is usually spiritual felicity and prayers is material prosperity.
Great. Yeah, awesome.
Kintu itaretara shraya mula satya eva shobhanti. Kintu itaretara ashraya mulaha
satyaha etaha sampattayaha.
Itaretara ashraya mulaha satyaha eva shobhante. Itaretara ashraya mulaha.
So which means they will shobhante, they will shine only when they are dependent on each other for their source. So ashraya moolam. Itaretara eva ashrayaha. Tadeva moolam tesham tasam sampattina.
So complementary we can say.
Yes. So depending on each other, only that is the source for all of these wealth.
No, hold on. Itaretarashraya mulaha satye, right? Sattami, right?
Yaha.
Satye eva shobhante, kila?
No. Satyaha etaha sampattayaha. So sati, sampattihi, ashrayamula sati.
Okay. Sati satyo satyaha iti va.
Yes, like nadi.
Like okay. This is the present part. No, is it the present participle? Present participle.
Ama. Asti ityasya shatru pratyaye strilingam. Prathama vibhakti bahuvachanam.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
Tathahi bahudha vidya sampad vilasitopi vinaya viveka sampad virahitah vidyaphalam naiva bhunakti. Bahudha vidya sampad vilasitah api, even though the
someone shines.
Somebody shines with different kind of knowledge. Bahudha vidya rupi sampatti iti. He shines with that. Vinaya viveka sampad virahitah vidyaphalam naiva bhunakti. We say vidya vinayena shobhate. If the person having a lot of knowledge and intellectual capacity, etc., but if the vinaya and viveka, like humbleness, is lacking, then that vidyayaha phalam naiva praptam.
Saha na anubhavati bhunakti. Vidyayaha phalam tu naiva bhunakti yataha saha vinayena vivekena cha rahitaha bhavati. That will not give him the necessary result. Even if that result is there, it is not capable for him. He cannot enjoy it really well.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have humbleness, humility, and discrimination, right?
Yes, discrimination. In the Vinayangarda, I would like to translate it as discipline.
Discipline, yeah, I remember.
Vinaya is discipline.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shastric kind of mental discipline that you have, that is what is Vinaya.
Okay.
Then what will it be for humility?
Prashrayaha. Namrata. Idella humility.
Namrata. Okay. Okay. Got
it. So I didn't know this meaning of
so in a lot of kavyas you find this nayati is taking along, right? So vinayati is visheshena nayati. Tarhi shastrajnanena yatra tat there is a kind of a discipline that brings to the brain, that, or the body, or anything in your attitude. Then it is called vinaya. So vidya should actually give you vinaya. Need not be humility there. It is more to do with the kind of life that you lead.
And
there is also that vinitaha and vinayaha for the teacher and the student, right?
Abdiya.
Vinitaha is somebody who has already gotten that he is a teacher, and vinayaha
Vineyaha varko, not vinayaha.
Vineyaha.
Vineyaha varko is the student.
And bhunakti is bhujadatu with shnam pratyaya, right? Bhunakti, right?
Yeah.
Seri. Inga sonnalna right arko.
Right, to consume bhuj, right? It can also mean to protect, but in this here it's to no, here it means to enjoy, right?
Adu bhujo anavane unnilla oru sutram.
Bhujo navane, ama. Adu bhunkte nu varum nenikren. Or is it?
Bhunkte and bhunakti are the two.
The two options, right? So
here is palana abhyavaharayoh.
Abhyavaharayoh. Here you would say abhyavahara, right? He enjoys or he consumes, he enjoys. Vidyapala.
Apratishthascha dukkhani anubhavati. Apratishthah cha dukkhani anubhavati. So he then experiences, when he is lacking the discipline and the discriminative power and the humility, then that vidyaphalam he never enjoys that, as well as he is apratishta.
He is not steadfast. He is not very ஒரு நிலை பெற்ற தன்மை அவனுக்கு இல்ல. ஸ்திர புத்தி தாது நாஸ்தி தத்ரதி. Unstable.
nama dharme va satye.
सत्ये धर्मे वा तस्य प्रतिष्ठा न भवति इति कारणात् दुःखान्येव अनुभवति सः. फलं न अनुभवति.
विशालकुलसम्पन्नाः पशुपुत्रधनादि सम्पन्महिता अपि विद्या विनय विवेकरहिताः तु निर्गन्धाः किंशुकाः इव न शोभन्ते. विशालकुलसम्पन्नाः, like people with great kula or from and with pashuputra dhanadi sampanna mahita.
Sampadbihi mahitaha pujitaha. Even though they are in a very honorable place because of the wealth that they have.
This is mahapujayam, right?
So you have Pashuputra Dhanadi Sampat Takaranta Pratipadikam in the compound.
Yes.
Sandhi the has become na.
Yes.
Right. And when you say Mahita, once again, so you're saying in Mahapujayam. So Mahita, somebody who's made, how do you explain?
Well honored because of their wealth.
Well honored. Tasmat Karanat itiva.
Hetu. So Sampadbihi Mahitaha Sampad Mahitaha.
Tritiya Tatpurusha. Okay. So this is also Sampat Mahita. This is Yaro Nunasike Nunasiko. Okay. Api Vidya Vinaya Viveka Rahitaha tu
if they do not possess.
When they don't possess all this, Vidya, Vinaya and Viveka, Nirgandhaha Kimshukaha even na shobhante. Kimshukaha, I don't know what is.
Kimshuka is a kind of flower which is very beautiful to look at, which is very red in color, and it's like the flame of the forest madri irukku. It's something like that, but then it has a very bad smell. It doesn't have a great smell at all. So it's supposed to, it's usually used as an example in Kavya to say Nirgandha iva Kimshukaha is actually a shlokam. I don't know what the original...
It looks good, but it's useless for puja or it's useless for anything else.
Nirgandha means odorless.
Yeah, because we...
Nirgataha gandha.
So the shloka is in here, Hitopadesha, Rupa Yogvana Sampanna Vishala Kula Sambhavaha Vidya Hinana Shobhante Nirgandha Iva Kimshukaha. It's from Panchatantram or Hitopadesha, one of those.
Okay, so this is bad smell, is it?
Even if it is odorless, it's not used for puja. For puja, we need flowers which are good smelling. So
fragrant flowers only should be used for worship, right? Generally.
No, I was just thinking about the meaning of nirgandha. Is it?
Nirgandha is it doesn't have any smell. So there is no lovely fragrance for it at all. So nirgandha. Nirgataha gandhaha yasmat. Iti nirgandha.
Ma'am, like is Kimshika tree is the one that Sita was sitting under in Sundarakandam?
Ashoka.
Ashoka Vanam.
Kimshuka விருட்சத்து மேலதானே ஆஞ்சநேயர் ஏறினார் இல்லையா?
Yeah, because I remember
Shimshupa, not Kimshuka.
Okay.
Shimshupa. Homophona என்னோ ஒன்னு சொல்லுவாளே. It's a similar sounding word.
किंच सत्यामपि तपस्सम्पत्तौ शमदमादि गुणसम्पद्विहीनाः सन्तः बहुधा विप्रकृष्टचित्ताः भूत्वा तपः फलं नैव आदातुं प्रभवन्ति. किंच तपस्सम्पत्तौ, even though they possess the wealth out of tapa and everything, or shamadamadi guna, but
tapas sampattau shamadamadi guna sampad vihinaha. So they have the wealth of tapas, that is they keep on doing tapas and penance and everything. Tapas sampattau satyamapi, even though there is that wealth of meditation and tapas, still atma guna vardhanam yadi na kurvanti tarhi tatra prayojanameva nasti. So atma gunam comes only out of control of indriyas. Shama damadi guna sampad vihinaha santaha, those people who are without any of these atma gunas. Okay, then bahudha viprakrishta chittaha bhutva. So their chitta mind becomes viprakrishta sederi poradunu nenikiren. I think they become very distracted. Their mind is completely distracted. Tapah phalam naiva adatum prabhavanti. They are unable to receive adatum, unable to receive the fruit of that penance.
So viprakrishta is the inferior quality or something?
Usually viprakrishta is duram or something like that, but I'm just wondering what it means.
Scattered mind.
Scattered
mind. Like you're unable to concentrate in anything. You know, your mind is, because you don't have the discipline, shama, dama, you don't have that control. Therefore, your mind is scattered. You're unable to concentrate.
Yeah, it's like taken away from the goal.
Chanchala manaha, maybe.
Krish dhatu, to drag away, right?
Yeah. Karshanam vechinda you extrapolate the meaning there. Chittantu tatra lakshyat duram viprakrishtam bhavati. Akarshitam bhavati. Lakshyam prati na gacchatyeva tatra. Lakshyam tu mokshaha.
Lakshyat viprakrishta chittaha bhutva. Tapah phalam naiva adatum prabhavanti. So they don't obtain the phala of the tapas that they are doing for so long. Evancha sarvapekshaya vidya vinaya viveka shamadamadi guna sampattayah atyantam pradhana bhuta iti lakshyate. In this way, more than anything else, vidya, that is knowledge, vinaya, that is discipline, viveka, that is discriminative power, shamadamadi guna sampattayah, like manasaha apicha indriyanam sanyamaha iti ityadi guna sampattayah atyantam, they are very important iti lakshyate. Iti is this fact is known by all this.
Yes.
Vidyadi sampatti dhuraha anyas sarvas sampadah apadameva moolam. Vidyadi sampatti dhuraha, the people who are away from knowledge, anyas sarva sampadah, but having other kind of sampatti, material wealth, apadam eva moolam.
So I would take this vidya sampatti duraha as an adjective to sampadaha here. So all other wealth which do not have the combination of Vidya, Vinaya or Viveka and Shamadamadi Guna, those good qualities. So if there are material wealth which is not backed by knowledge, education, discipline, etc., then those wealth become a source for apat, for different kinds of disasters.
Apadam here Shashti Bahuvachanam asti.
Shashti Bahuvachanam.
Apadam, okay.
Apadam apahartaram dataram sarva sampadam.
So
Lokabhiramam. Sriramam Narkalya.
Punaha.
Apadam apahartaram. One who removes the apat, all of the calamities, disasters. So apadam apahartaram. Dataram sarva sampadam. One who gives all of the sampat. Lokabhiramam Sriramam bhuyo bhuyo namamyaham.
Nice. So in apadam eva moolam bhavanti. Sampadaha apadam moolam bhavanti iti vakyam.
Like a jati, it is the source, single source for all kinds of, all of these wealth is the single source for all kind of calamities.
Apadascha Agni Pariksha Kalpa iti uktam eva. So apada, like these calamities are like Agni Pariksha. They are like the toughest test
of fire.
So kalpa is pratyaya, kalpa pratyaya.
Kalpa is a pratyaya.
Tatra visarga asti kila, if you do sandhi vichcheda.
Yes. Yeah.
It's bahuvachanam. Okay.
Tamcha pariksham uttaritum vidya vinaya vivekadi guna sampattayah eva sharanam asmakam. So to pass in those Agni Pariksha, to we have to obtain these gunas, this Vidya, Vinaya, Vivekadi.
Sharanam, that is our only refuge, our refuge. Asmakam Sharanam Sampattayah.
Asmakam refuge, okay. Atah sampattau cha vipattau cha ekarupatam praptum mahanubhavatam cha adhatum sarvaihi Vidya, Vinaya, Viveka, Shamadamadi Guna Sampattayah avashyam anusaraniya bhavanti.
So it becomes extremely necessary for us to follow. Avashyam anusaraniyaha. So to obtain or to follow and get these qualities of Vidya, Vinaya, Viveka, Shamadamadi, etc. by all of us. So sarvaihi anusaraniya bhavanti. For what?
Mahanubhavatam cha adhatum.
In order to attain sampattau vipattau cha ekarupatam praptum, to be just to have the same kind of attitude, whether we enjoy luxuries or whether we are in a difficulty, sampattau vipattau cha ekarupatam praptum, to obtain that kind of an outlook. And mahanubhavaha, mahanubhavas, which means great people. So mahanubhavata would mean the quality of being a great personality, noble personality. In order to adhatum, in order to obtain a great personality, these qualities have to be followed by everybody, have to necessarily be followed by everybody. Yeah. Okay. So I think with this, this one is over.
He's using a lot of very interesting, ring lakaras, using a lot of different, and even his Sati Saptami usage, Satyam, and, so it's not like simple Sanskritam, right?
So, the Sandhi exercise, Lakara exercises, Samasa exercise, it's just filled with that. And usages also, the way one idea, the way he has developed that idea and given us, how we can think to form that essay, to write. Adudan. See, that's why I always say, you don't need to take only Harishchandra's this thing. You can give examples, whatever history examples that you have, or Purana examples that you can think of. This is just a format for you to follow. You don't need to memorize this and write it the same way. As long as you're able to bring out certain nice ones, like Hemna Samlakshate Hyakno Vishuddhishyamika Piva. If you look at the beginning and the end, so he starts with Agnau Vishuddhihi and he concludes, usually our introduction and conclusion will be on the similar note. So he ends with the Agni Pariksha. that format is followed here. And then in the middle, you bring in some this thing, proverbs or stories. You can write on your own.
This Mahanubhava, how do we derive this word? Mahanubhava, great person.
Anubhava.
Mahan anubhavaha yesham tiva.
Anubhavaha nu vandurradala. Mahanubhavaha. Mahan anubhavaha yeshante.
Anubhavaha nama kim?
Anubhavaha. Experience. One who has a great experience, or one who has mahatmyam iti.
Anubhavaha is experience. Anubhavaha is svarte and or something.
Appadi varadu. Anubhava would be prabhava.
Anubhava would be prabhava. Okay, that makes sense. Prabhava is more of glory,
majestic appearance, no? Like that. A might.
Apicha Vishlat, what is that?
Vishlath.
That is Nijantava.
Vishlathaitum. Nich, right? Vishlathaitum, to cause to weaken.
Yes.
That is, okay. So,
yes. Shlathate ityasti tadanantaram nijantaya.
Nijantaya.
Vishlathait.
Okay.
And he's using interesting that like madhyantaha. See, the same Madha dhatu is using it again here. Sampatopi madhyantaha vikurvate. Very interesting dhatus, and the pratyas like kalpa pratyaya. He's using very nice pratyaya.
The more you read this, the easier it is to read the kavyam and understand also. Yeah, gadyam இன்னும் யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாகவும் இருக்கும்.